Okay, this short tutorial is going to show you how to send and share your finished Puppet Pals movie. So once you've created your movie, you've played it back to make sure that the sound quality is good and that everything's in there that you need it to be. You're going to select the save option. So I'm going to click save. It'll ask you to title your video, name it something that you will remember later, and click the red save button. All right, it was a success, so it's asking, would you like to view it in your saved shows? We're going to select yes. And now I have the option to play it back one more time, make sure everything's saved correctly, or I can export it. So I'm going to go ahead and select export. When you export it, it's going to send it to your camera roll so that you can then from there email it, you can upload it into other apps, and a variety of other things. So it takes it just a few minutes to process. Once it's done, it gives you this success message, and it tells you that it's on your camera roll. So you're going to select Super. I'm going to exit out of Puppet Pals, and I'm going to go to my camera roll just to make sure that it's there. And within my albums, it's going to be under videos. So when I select the videos, I can see that it is there. And your most recent video will always show up last, okay? So what I'm going to do is actually now, most of your videos are probably going to be too big to email. So the best way to share it with your teacher or your friends is to actually upload it into your Google Drive and then share it from there. So I'm going to exit out of my photo roll and I'm going to open up my Google Drive. Oops. Once you are in your Google Drive, over here on the left-hand side, you're going to click the Upload arrow, and then up in the top corner, you're going to select the plus sign to upload from your iPad. And you can actually see that we can upload photos or videos. If this is the first time you're doing this, you will have to give Google Drive permission to access your photos. Okay. It was underneath, my video was under my camera roll, and I can tell which ones are movies, obviously, because they have a little video camera. And I know that it was the last one in my camera roll there, so I'm going to select that last video, and then I'm going to select the blue check mark to say that yes, I want to upload that, and it's going to process it. My movie's pretty short, so it processed pretty fast. Yours might be a little longer, so it might take a little bit for it to process. Now, while you see just the gray box with the dark gray arrow play button, that means your video is processing. Google Drive uploads it, and then it has to actually process it for playback. So you're not really going to be able to do anything with it until it's finished processing. But what I have done is I have already uploaded a video so that you can see the sharing process. So I'm going to come over to the info button on that movie, and when I select that info button, it's going to give me some options. Number one, I can rename it. And since it imported it as IMG underscore some random number, that would probably be a smart idea. So I'm just going to name it Puppet Pals Video and click rename. And now you actually have the option, of course, you can move it to other folders if you have your Google Drive organized in folders, or you can share it. In this case, you're going to share it with your teacher. So I'm going to select share, and then you're going to put in your teacher's email address. I'm going to email it to Mr. Kerr. And since we're all using our school email addresses, it should automatically pop up for you. So I'm going to select his name. Then you have some options. Do you want them to be able to edit, comment, or just view? And if you're sending something to a teacher, you always want to give them editing privileges. That way they can make comments or changes if needed. Then I'm going to select the blue check mark to show that I am done. And then what that will do is it'll automatically send an email to Mr. Kerr letting him know that I have shared a video with him. And once you've shared it, you are done and it is ready to be played on the smartboard.